Alright, what's going on, dudes, and welcome to the new Minecraft Snapshot 14W05. You may hear in my voice, I'm kind of sick, but I'll do my best to sound as energetic as possible. Anyway, let's get into things. First things first, the new barrier block. Rather than try to explain it to you, let me just show you. Haha, you'd think I'd be falling into oblivion right now, but no. The barrier block is a new invisible block. In the past, people would have to do these fancy item ID, data value, trickery workarounds in order to create barriers that you wouldn't be able to walk through in vanilla Minecraft. But now, there's a block made exactly for that purpose. You can probably see the outline as I walk around on the ground here. And it's just a block that you can get by using the give command. And it is a barrier. And my house is built on top of it, and it seems to be floating, but it is actually on a solid foundation. This is just a super flat world using one layer of barrier blocks. Kind of cool. Anyway, let's jump into a regular world where I can show some of the other functions of the barrier block as well. Okay, so I'm here cruising on top of a wall of more barrier blocks while also holding one in my inventory. Fortunately, in your inventory it does have an icon. Otherwise, as I'm sure you can imagine, it could get quite confusing. You place it down just like a normal block. You can destroy it in creative mode and it emits lava particles for some reason. Not entirely sure. It could be a bug. Not really a big deal. As far as I know, though, creative mode is the only way you're actually able to destroy them. If I go into survival here, I'm just going to be punching away forever. It's going to be emitting its lava particles and whatnot, but nothing is happening. So let's switch back into creative. And as far as I know, the only way to give yourself a barrier block is by using the give command. So it's called a Minecraft barrier. Here I'll give myself another, and that about sums it up for the basics of them. You can use it for things like, well, a jail with invisible walls. That's a pretty straightforward concept. So, oh no, I can't get out. And if I were in survival mode with no items in my inventory, I would be permanently stuck. Oh no. Okay, so there's that. Then as far as the way it interacts with redstone, pretty cool. You can actually send redstone signals. It'll transmit redstone signals. Obviously, you're able to place redstone, repeaters, torches, etc., on top of the barrier blocks. And if I flip the switch, you'll notice the circuit works as it usually would. Flip it back again. The only strange thing is that when you go under it, it doesn't actually render the underside of the repeaters nor the redstone, because in the past the engine had no reason to do so, but hopefully that'll be implemented now that these barrier blocks have come into play. So that's pretty cool. Another use is for some sort of like elevated parkour kind of dealio where you have to follow a path along the ground, but in reality you're jumping across these invisible barrier blocks in the sky, and hopefully I can do it successfully. No, I fell on the last one. Failure. Alright, let's give it one more go here. I must be successful at my own parkour course that I did test out beforehand. There we go. Okay, fantastic. One other bug is that they seem to create shadows, which I don't think they're supposed to do. They should just let all light through and not affect the blocks surrounding them. But once again, no matter. The only other thing I can think of that would be good to go along with the barrier blocks is some sort of, I don't know, a piece of like headgear in creative mode, or like a command you could type in that would reveal them. I don't know, maybe implement the texture that they have when it's in your inventory onto the block, so it's easier to see them and manipulate them when you're actually wanting to work with them, rather than having to, oh wait, is there an outline there? Okay, I have a barrier block, and try to find all of those. All right, so anyway, next thing is just a little change with activator rails. So let me go ahead and give myself a minecart real quick. And you'll notice if I place a minecart on here, it starts rocking back and forth. And if I try to get into it, it's just going to eject me. Let me get out of fly mode here. Just keeps ejecting me. So if I go in here and ride on up to it, it's just going to eject me. So whenever you have an activator rail in the on position, it's going to rock the cart and it'll kick you out. If I turn it off over here, you'll notice the cart behaves normally and I can sit in it, go on my merry way. But that's just another change to keep in mind. If you want to eject someone from a minecart, power an activator rail and they will go bye-bye. Okay, so let's get into the next major change, which is spectator mode, which is pretty cool. So the way you get into spectator mode is it's /game mode 3. And you'll notice that all of a sudden I it looks like I'm in F1 mode, but woo, I can actually no clip into the ground. Pretty cool. So the way no clip works is it's just like flying. You hit shift and space to go up and down or down and up respectively. And other than that though, the cool part is if I actually switch back into creative mode and spawn a spider and a creeper, for example, let me also give myself a, I don't know, a chicken or something, just so we have a control to reference here. Spawn the spider, spawn the creeper, and we'll spawn the chicken. And now we'll go back into spectator mode, and if I punch the spider, whoa, all of a sudden I'm inhabiting the spider's brain. I can't control him. I can just spectate through his vision, but he has Spidey vision, which is going through all his different eyes and stuff. And if I want to dismount my my spider spectating, I can just hit shift. And here's the chicken as a control reference. Chicken just, he's normal. Just looks like you're sort of there and chilling, except you can't control anything because you're controlled by the chicken's movement. Exit out of there, and now we'll go into creeper vision, which is green and kind of night vision-y, and he's not moving, so you don't really get the full impression. Come on, creeper, move around, do stuff. You're killing me here. No? Maybe what I need to do is I need to put down an ocelot or something. So hold on, let me get him to move. Let me spawn an ocelot. Let's see, there we go. And now he will have no choice. Here we go. I'm gonna have to do this quickly before he stops moving. And boom, boom, and inhabit this creeper. There we go. He's moving. All right. And he stopped again. This guy doesn't like moving around. Anyway, last but not least, on top of the special spectator vision for creepers and spiders, we have Enderman vision. So we'll head into the end here and switch back into spectator mode. Left click on an Enderman, and you'll notice that the entire place turns into cobblestone, because endstone is actually inverted cobblestone. So when you re-invert it, it just looks like normal cobblestone, which is kind of nifty. So it's a very bright place for Endermen and Ender Dragons to reside in harmony. And this is what it looks like to them. So now I kind of feel bad when I invade it and slay the Ender Dragon, because they're just hanging out. They're all buddies, and it's just this bright, peaceful world for them. So on top of being able to spectate mobs, if we were in a multiplayer server, I believe we'd be able to spectate player perspectives. But because I'm only in single player here, we're going to have to do with mobs for now. I don't believe you're able to spectate the Ender Dragon, as far as I'm aware. So that's about it. Thanks for watching this snapshot. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, a rating would be much appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.